Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Market up or down? The market was up. Let's check the brokerage. Nothing sold. Everything's for sale. And that is it for the public account. So if you're new here, have a great evening. This is where you should exit. And if you're a little seasoned, you want to see what's going on in the main account, let's just get right into it. All right. The TQs paid a dividend. The SQs actually paid a dividend too. So those aren't factored into my spreadsheet for beating the market, but that's just icing on the cake. Same thing with the QQQY, paid out good. And then we had, let's just start in here. We had gold. You can see here, the 30. So let's go ahead and get these up to date here. We sold it last on 5/17, so it has been a long time for gold. Did have quite a big position. Let's see. All right, here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30 lots. Big position, so not a huge return, but it's good to get back in cash and get back into safety, right? No exposure. It was a 0.6% return, so nothing crazy there. Moving right along, we had bonds. Same move. So this one, I don't think we had a bunch of it. Oh, we did. Very nice. So for bonds, we last sold it on 6/28. So we've sold it a bunch. It's pretty regularly here lately in the last few months. So frequent customer. All right. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That looks right to me. And these aren't meant to be huge gainers. Occasionally they happen, but it's just consistently grinded money out of the market. This was 1.29% gain. Then the only other things we did today, day trade wise, we bought some oil. You can see it hit, and BidX, we're on hour, daily. Yeah, so you can see it triggered off and on good part of the day. So that's all we have going on there. Just for a little big picture, let's see what we're doing on the benchmark for the month, even though it's just begun. 1.91%. So the market's running pretty good, and I'm lagging, right? Just is what it is. Other activity we had today, the screener lit up. Bank OZK did fill. That was, let's take a quick look at that. That was a swing trade entry. That gapped up, never did hit until today, but I didn't change my order. We still got in at the exact price. So let's see what we've got going on here. Yeah, I probably do need to put it in here. OZK on the 5th. Holiday weeks are always a little weird. They don't trade quite the same. It doesn't mean that there can't be activity, because sometimes there is, but just overall, usually not much going on. A lot of people go on vacation that are stock participants. This hit the screener today for a flip, and we've been in and out of this thing, and back to the well once again. And as you can see, we're way in profits. Okay, moving right on. OLN. I think I made a mistake here. I was supposed to not buy it, but it hit the screener. I was in a rush. And yeah, you can see we're swing trading it. So I did take another share. OLN, there we are. Not a huge mistake, but still a slip. I'm not as sharp, believe it or not, when I'm at home. I'm actually sharper to the markets when I'm at work. Brunswick bowling ball. I think I did the same thing here. I did. The same chart pattern. See that? I'll just update the spreadsheet. Try to do better. I get excited about stocks, so I love to buy stocks. And I got to keep it kind of under control there. All right, these were actually good ones here. A, E, O, American Eagle. In time for the dividend, and it's in profits. So very cool. And we've been kind of cutting this one up, and you can see it's trending down. It's under the averages, and we're still pulling money out. So the market doesn't have to go up to make money. You can maneuver. Of course, if the market's going up, that helps because the tide's going in the right direction, right? But and then the big news for today was Sirius, and yes, your boy was in on that one. Look at that move. I got out at 411. Look at the top, 416. How's that for luck? But look what happens to price when it hits this line. So this is a huge one. I believe this is going to trigger a charity. Let's take a little look here. I had tons of shares. The dividends have been paying. How many shares does it say I have? I just want to make sure that I didn't miss something because, yeah, so my records were correct. Let's see here. Let's paste it in here and see what kind of a return we ended up getting. They charged me a regulatory fee. You know they're going to get theirs, so buckle up for that one. Oh yeah, that was a huge gain. Um, yeah. Do the math for y'all. 5.98% return on a ton of shares. So that was very nice. That will trigger some money into the charity. Let's go ahead and finish our routine here with swing trades, and we'll go through and see what we can do. I always love when that happens because uh, it starts the passive flow, and that's really what excites me. Is that Mr. Wonderful, he calls it his nut, but just my every month income just goes up, and I don't have to do anything for it. So my efforts are temporary, but the profits are forever, right? That's just the way I look at it. I'll do a bunch of work to get paid a little bit over time. Let's try to focus here and try to see what we can see. You can also see that the market's up, right? But most of the stuff I got is actually down. So that's the reality I'm in. We got that Ozark right before the dividend. That's sweet. This thing triggered. Oh man. Huh. Very interesting. You can see some of these are just skating straight down. This Intel could definitely break out. Hopefully we get into that tomorrow. 60. And it's right there knocking on the door. It's got good momentum. And also check out your volume on that candle. Dividend incoming. Very close here. And to be truthful, I've got so many positions going on, I can't hardly keep track of them. I got a good system where I just react. But as far as knowing really what's going on, I don't really. Intel was about the only one looking like it's ready to roll, which makes sense, tech space, right? This is the Harley Davidson. No alert here, but it's not even close. Most of these positions are actually in the red. A lot of dividends coming up, so we'll have some cash flow. And there's another one with nothing on it, right? It went all the way up to that yellow line. Look at it, and it just couldn't break through. And that's why I don't mind being chicken, selling at the yellow line. Apparently, I missed the bus on that one. You could also be more choosy about which ones you take too, and just not buy them when they're close to the yellow line. Only get the ones that are further away, right? You can do it however you like. Here we go. Kroger. Everybody must have got their 4th of July stuff. What do you think? All out of hot dogs. Nice momentum too. Let's see if we can get in on it. 51.84 on the closing print. It's the same for me as it is for you. They changed the ordering system here. Extended. All right, got filled. 51.83 was my fill per share, and I'm swing trading Kroger. If it runs all the way back up to 58, that's a pretty good return. These just take longer too, and it's hard when you uh, run out of money. All right, we got one. Well, McDonald's is going through the chop shop, isn't it? I'm not loving that. Got dividends all around. I like that. But overall, just got a lot of positions. We're getting dividend there as well. Sideways on Lindy. Occasionally we get a surprise like Siri. That was a very nice move. I've held that for a long time, so my annualized return on that was not impressive at all. But I got my capital back, right? And that's the thing. When you're a trader, you just want to keep reusing the same capital over and over and over again. Um, so when something sits and holds, that's why I went to the 3 strike rule, so those positions never get that big. And that's why I didn't care for the way I bought the wrong stuff today. I took a good company at a good price, but if you keep buying them every single day, eventually your whole account is in a losing trade, and it's going against you. They do recover for the most part, but um, it takes a lot of time, right? Like this one. Look at this. It's a year. Ain't do nothing for a year, but go down. So if you only had 4 lots in it, you wouldn't care. It would be fine. It would be such a small percentage of the overall that you wouldn't care. This one needs to go way up here. So same thing here, right? I had too many shares. Then we were doing the options play too, right? So I still have some option stuff to get rid of, but we did generate a lot of income that way that I used for other trades. So you got to think about the whole big picture. This should go faster down here. Nike, hard telling what'll happen there. It's 30.1. Can get much closer than that. General Mills. If you're wondering what's in my universe, this is it. This is it. And ExxonMobil was awful close. What a weird stop. We're going into the dividend, so it wouldn't surprise me if that doesn't hit, but that's just a straight sideways. I mean, there's not even any wiggle at all to it. Those aren't really what you're looking for when you're wanting to trade something. You want something that moves. There we go. Got one to flag. under the 30 RSI, right? See it? See what I'm looking for? The ones that have the green, I'm just looking for an entry. Looking for a way in. Very close here on BMO. If it wasn't a big down day, we likely would have got it. I got mine figured up on the close, so it depends on how they close them. That's what moves the averages. All right. Nice boring day, but we did pull some money out. I am stoked about serious selling. I got a lifetime membership. It's a good service, but it's not in my universe for a reason. But happy to trade it and real happy to be out of it. All right. For charity here. Do a little bit of math. Okay. It's a good way to start the month off. This is a nice healthy donation here, so hopefully we get enough to finally launch it. And then I got a big goal though, so could take a long time. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but things are actually moving faster than what I thought. Once I'm organized and actually recording it. Okay, so for the income stock, where I'll do a quarter of it, it's going to be QQQY, which is awesome because that's the highest yielder. And that'll shoot that. That'll be a good bump to the monthly. And then finally for the spin-offs, we have Unilever and MDT and MDU. MDU is going to be it. I have to queue the order. It'll fill in the morning. That's fine. But I probably should check on this thing again. It's been a while since I've looked at it for a spin-off, but you can see it run up very nicely. We're up 17% in the position, and life is good, but it's supposed to spin off. I don't know. I'll have to check and see if that didn't get delayed or stopped or something like that. But slow day, but a huge sale on a swing trade, so that's where the swing trades kind of come in as part of the team. And that's what we had going today. If you made it this far in the video, throw me a like. I appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe if you're new. We're still doing all this stuff. I put a short out for the stupid lottery thing. If you're interested in that, check that out. But things are going good. So I hope y'all are doing good in the markets. If you're getting left behind in the markets while the market's going up and you don't feel like you're keeping pace, don't get too discouraged. You look here at the equal weight S&P, it was down today, right? So what's running is tech, right? The Qs, all right, very strong. And they're pushing the market. So that's what we got for today. Have an awesome evening, and we'll try it again tomorrow.